Whoa. Anybody guess what that is? That is the new Port Richey Police Department. Can I get a what's growing on? I am in downtown Newport Richey, and I am doing a follow-up over here at Jim Kovaleski's house. If you don't know, Jim is in Maine, not coming back to Florida. He is there full-time, pretty much retired and slowed down. I've been in touch with Jim. I had hoped to go see him this fall. Guys, unfortunately, it just wasn't in the cards. Way too much going on. Hurricane season. Like I said, it's the beginning of November right now. I think it's November 3rd or 4th. Today is a Monday. I've got another hurricane in the box. I got pummeled at my place. I've done much better than other places around the country with some of these hurricanes, North Carolina, but we lost about 20 or 30 trees. Still working on that cleanup. But the gardens here do not look too bad. As Tanner would say, the fields don't look too bad. Let's get a little update here. And for those that don't know, Big Red did not leave. It permanently resides here with the farm, and it's in Tanner's hands. So, see what's going on up here. We got a little bit of black mat. Uh-oh. Might be fighting something over there. Hey! Hey, you out here working the fields?
Yeah.
All right, I thought you'd be on your tractor this morning. Not today, huh?
Not today.
What's new?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah, you're already here a little late. We've already, had multiple successions of lettuce come through here that were interplanted with kales. And now the kales are taking up that space, and there was radishes and bok choy all interplanted in these charts, and so that's all been already run through and harvested.
So we're the beginning of November here. You're pretty well into season then. You're going strong already. How many markets?
I'm like 4 weeks into market, and then probably like 6 weeks into selling to restaurants.
Okay.
And then I think we're in our 4th week of CSA already.
Wow.
So we'll be able to end CSA like right at the end of May, which will be great because it gets pretty. I'm not totally confident in what the early June's gonna look like. What we'll be harvesting still.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful to have gotten CSA out with hurricanes and everything too.
We've really expanded the gardens here. This was not like this last year.
Well, we did have it,
that edge, that corner. Okay, you took past the path. I see now.
Yeah, and then the nuts edge has been our biggest. That's the biggest new thing that Jim just either never had to talk about or never dealt with.
That's the hottest new green in your salad mix?
I wish it was that delicious because we have plenty of it. This is actually not all sedge. It might look worse than it is. I went ahead and planted rye in the pathways.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's winter rye in the pathways, really tight, because rye is allelopathic. So my idea is that it'll do a good job at smothering the sedge in the pathways, and then we'll just be out here with a cultivator hoe just getting into the brassicas in this particular section. This is the only zone that it's really bad, though. It's these two front zones, but this is all rye too. But there's radishes on each side here, and then rye in the pathway, and then we made one big pathway of rye right here. So I think it'll look really pretty, regardless. We did the other big shift for the folks. I don't know if you could see it from here, but these beds have all been shifted. So Jim used to plant this as a circle, and now we shifted all these beds to be oriented this way, so they're all 100-foot lengths now.
Got a little change in pattern over here, huh?
Yeah, big change in pattern because we are using the paper pot transplanter a lot.
Yeah.
And it just makes it really nice to drag that thing around.
And just to catch everybody up that's been watching Jim videos for years, I mentioned in the beginning, Jim's back. He's in Maine. He's not coming back to Florida.
Right.
We secured the houses. You've bought both the houses now.
Yeah.
Want to talk about what's going on there at all a little bit? Or?
Sure. I think it's worth shedding light on. So, because there was some nasty comments and stuff in the past. So Jim sold me this house back in, I think We closed on it last summer. That one I had to qualify for an FHA loan, thanks to you. And then this one, Jim owner financed to me, and we basically worked the payments backwards. So it was like, hey, this is the mortgage I can afford to pay with the rent that I'll be receiving, and he was willing to just say, okay, so it's a 4% rate, and so he gave me a 4% rate, a really great deal, and just a really good foundation to carry this thing in a graceful way, which I'm so grateful for, because I know way too many farmers that are struggling super hard, just to keep up with a lease payment, and I don't have that issue at all, thanks to Jim. Like, I couldn't be more grateful for this whole thing.
Overhead will take you out.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. So
where's all the help? I know we have a full-time staff here and some new equipment we want to talk about.
Yeah. We have two sort of part-timers this time of the year, Ben and Riley. And Riley actually works, this is the school, which we've maybe talked about. So this is now a school. I think like 12 kids go to school here. Riley actually does 2 days a week at the school. And then she'll be doing 3 days a week with us here. And then Ben is here all the time, probably more like full time. And he's become a real asset to this thing. He's like super smart and yeah.
I'll have to get him on camera one of these times.
Yeah, he's like way nerdy.
He's probably hiding in the back. He knows I'm
He's
here.
not here yet.
All right.
But yeah, he's like so nerdy and can just like, he can actually read a manual and like do things that I just will not take the time to do. So yeah, that's been super awesome. We're doing a lot more things in like blocks, just to kind of make the harvest easier, especially with the employees. It just like, Jim had things very spread out. There'd be a row of broccoli here and a row of broccoli all the way at the other end. And so we're just trying to so here's 4 large beds of broccoli. And this is that guy lawn. What we are not having success with is like that early season interplant. Jim would start, we're still interplanting, but we tried to interplant like it was December, and we're having some fungal issues as a result because it was so hot. These were planted September 5th, and we just went ahead and threw the turnips in the way that Jim always did, and then all of a sudden the alternaria is going crazy, and actually Ben came through with a pretty cool regimen of to rectify that. Actually, Casey from Honey Tree. Yeah. So I remember seeing a video of him talking about alternaria and how they deal with it heavy
in the greenhouses. Yeah.
In the greenhouses. So I asked him like, what have you done for it? And he sent me his whole regimen, and we actually just copied it verbatim, and it seems to have just taken it out.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Really wild. Things that Jim never had to consider, I think, just because he came at the perfect time of the year, planted right as the season was getting cooler, the days were getting shorter, and I started, it was just hot as can be. We were like, it was brutal. So
figuring out the timing, the succession is key.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Like, we've had like 3 cuts off this topsoil already, and this was all romaine. All the romaine's gone. Radishes are in. We're gonna plant right here next. Carrots are in. Just like, I'm really curious about how many bed flips each of these beds will see with starting so much earlier. Yeah.
So Master Jim definitely had timing and succession down.
In a really if I didn't need to have the income flowing, I would totally just do exactly what he did, because it definitely worked so well. And the sweet potatoes too, I was doing some research on nutsedge, and it turns out that the nutsedge, the sweet potato creates an allelopathic environment for nutsedge. So his sweet potato, 5-month sweet potato cover crop, probably did an amazing job at keeping that sedge at bay. It's always been here, but he just, I messaged him about it, and he's like, you just follow intuition, and I'm like, yeah. It's amazing.
So even over the years, with all the sweet potato production dropping and ugly sweet potatoes, the benefit you're getting out of the nutsedge just made up for all of it.
Yeah,
really
so I'm actually, there's I'm gonna add one element to the sweet potato in this coming season. I'm not gonna do it everywhere, but in the spots where the nutsedge is heavy, I'm gonna put the geotextile down and then plant the sweet potato slips into the geotextile, because then I just have that one extra barrier, and then hopefully next season I won't deal with that to the level that I've dealt with it this season. Yeah.
So the length of the planting style has been done for a lot of reasons. I guess because you're using some different tools that Jim didn't use. I mean, between the Jang and now
the Jang and the paper pot,
which I think we'll discuss it. I mean, I think in another video, but it's sitting at my place.
It's here actually.
Oh, it's back here.
It's back here.
You stole it this weekend?
I did.
Oh,
Because we're gonna use it here this week.
I'd like to do a video with that.
We should do a video at your place, because we're basically using it almost exclusively. Like that's the only thing we're doing at your place, which is something else to touch on.
Straight Jangin',
yeah. We're planting at Pete's. Yeah.
Stay tuned. You're gonna have to watch for another video.
Okay, cool.
All right.
But yeah, this is all paper potted. You can see it here. The one thing with because we're like pretty much no-till, we did till that sedge up there, but we're pretty much no-till. And with a no-till system, the paper pot, like, it kind of doesn't, it just, especially with the chips, with the wood chip thick mulch, the paper pot just kind of like sits on the surface almost, and then we'll come through after the plants have come up a little bit and like stood up a little more, we'll just come through and zip them up so that to just kind of nest them in better. But you can see, I mean, they're happy as can be.
That's a pretty short run for the paper pot.
This is, yeah. We were desperate to get these in, and so I was spinning around for this one.
I was gonna say, it probably took more time to set it up and turn it around than it did.
No, it's still super quick.
Yeah,
it's still super quick. And for me, like, I have the paper pot's many reasons. It's a time saver, but it's also, my knees are shot. I grew up skateboarding. I was jumping off 2-story buildings my whole life, and my knees just like, I can't move the way I can move the way Jim does now.
You're half his age.
I'm half his age though. But by the time I'm 62 and out here, I'm not going to be able to be on my knees planting soil blocks all the time.
You're gonna have to develop a way to farm from a wheelchair.
Exactly.
At this pace,
exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Right.
So the paper pot is the start of my geriatric farming career.
I would love to see it. It needs to be done.
Yeah. One other thing to point out, the tomato house. This got, I mean,
whoa.
Because you notice the plastic is down because we've been through 3 hurricanes.
2, third on the way, right?
Well, we've been through
oh yeah, that
2,
other one.
but we had one that had some pretty serious winds come this way. So these are in pretty bad shape. I have no idea if I'm going to keep them around or not, but these things were trellised. They were already like this high when those storms came through, and they were, we're using these clips. And they were just, I'm in the house watching, just
swinging.
like, so the foliage, there's just so much of this kind of disease going on, and we're just going through and kind of stripping foliage. That's why these are just.
Looks like you're still getting some tomato harvest.
Yeah, I mean, it just started, so I'm just kind of like, do I just keep these around for my personal stash, or should I just, once we have enough in the nursery to just plant this out, should we just cancel this? We'll see. But regardless, the greenhouse will come into play great in the spring, or in the January when we start our spring tomatoes. We'll just fill this thing with tomato starts to be field, to then go into the field in the spring.
Is this all seed blocks and no seed blocks all through the window? We're not using that anymore.
No, it's house space now.
That's for the kid.
Yeah,
okay.
Kids hang out up there. They play with Play-Doh up there. We keep it clean now.
It's actually air conditioned in there now.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That would be super cool, but I think we need to change the windows in order to actually do that. But maybe, if we air condition it, then I can use it as a germ chamber, and that would actually be cool. But because this south light, comes in nice. But yeah, we'll go to the back. All of our nursery now is in the back. We have a second hoop house. We did expand these beds a little bit. We might even expand them a little more just to have like enough space to fit a car. But
we doubled the size.
Yeah, so it's double.
Is that janged?
That's janged arugula.
Janged arugula, okay.
That's janged arugula, and then we have like dandelion on the edge to kind of keep the grass from coming in. Those dandelion roots are just so deep. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're like a carrot almost, huh?
Yeah, and then this is the other section that is sedged heavily. So we put radishes, daikons on the front, and then there's cabbages in the back, and we need to come through and heavily work those spaces. But other than the sedge, our weed pressure is still low. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very cool, Tanner. Let's touch on the meat and the potatoes for people.
Okay.
Obviously, we brought a lot of new viewers into Jim's channel just talking about him making a living doing this at the age of doing this by himself.
Yeah.
You're a young farmer. Obviously, you need to make a living. Now you're talking about having employees. Like,
yeah.
Like we had to step up what Jim was doing, right? Like
yeah.
we need to bring this to another level now, right?
Yeah.
To be sustainable. I mean,
right.
It makes
Totally.
sense.
Totally. Jim definitely made a living. I mean, even while I was here and we were even in that short season, he was doing like 40 grand or something in a 17-week harvest season. So all of a sudden you double that and you're at 80 on this space. You double that season, because that's basically what we're doing with like a 32-week CSA season.
Extending it, yeah.
So we double that to 80, and then we come to your place and we expand a little bit more. So I think we'll do like 120 grand this season, and we're still just learning and figuring out how to make it work. Granted, the one thing to point out is that Jim gave me my bills are not like super low, but he did give me a good position to where he knew I could make it, plus. So, but yeah, we're paying 2 employees $20 an hour to be here, which I think is fair. And it's our first season, so as any new business, we're gonna see and have to maneuver and figure out how to make it work. But so far, things are going really well.
And a rough breakdown average on a weekly basis about how much to market, how much to restaurants, how much to CSA. What's the breakdown of that? Like what do you think in the peak of season?
In the peak of season, I think we'll be doing we'll get up to like 5 grand a week in revenue. And then, we did pre-sale CSA this season. So that it's so different, because before it was like everything was cash. So every week it was like, okay, we got 25 CSAs, we just made this much money, it goes into our pocket. But this time we did I think we did 25 grand in CSA sales or something over the summer. Wow. Something around there, which is already gone.
Yeah, that's a good and bad to get the money early like that.
You gotta you get all those upfront expenses, which is the true meaning of CSA. And we needed it, man. Like Jim didn't need it the way that we needed it this summer. So our CSA is prepaid. The restaurants, we have one restaurant who's going to be buying $1,200 to $1,500 a week alone.
That's huge.
Just one restaurant.
For locals south of Newport Richey, what's the name of that restaurant to go support that
Crown
place?
and Bowl, yeah.
That's in Dunedin. Awesome food.
Yeah, good food, and just like great guy. Chris is like, I mean, I just can't, I'm so grateful to have made that relationship with Chris. And then Estuary also, I mean, they're so close.
You're delivering there by bike, right?
No.
No, what do you mean?
The order's big enough that it doesn't make sense to, do it on a bike.
All right.
And then Wrights is still a really great thing, and then our markets. But honestly, man, markets kill me. Like, I'll just be candid about that. I mean, the standing at a farmer's market, for me, I'm pretty introverted, and I come home and I am shot to death. I have to go to sleep. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I don't know. I straight up do not know if I will be able to continue doing markets with restaurants and CSA just scaling up. There might be a time where I'm not at a farmer's market anymore.
What is the percentage of your sales coming from the farmer's market? About 20 right now?
Probably,
20%,
yeah. I mean, this time of the year it's so low because first of all, we don't have that much that's going there. And second of all, it just doesn't pick up until January. That market in particular. If we were driving to St. Pete, we could probably bring our whole harvest and just sell it all at St. Pete.
Be gone on a Saturday morning.
Right. But then we're competing with all these other guys, and which I do think is competing.
All right.
Everyone's
competition is good.
I think competition is good, but to go down and just take up space that other people are already occupying, I don't know. It just the farmers market patron amount is only so big. It doesn't really like our Tuesday market. I still see the same people there every week. It's very rare the random person that shows up, they don't come the next week. They like buy their $20 of stuff. Sometimes it's even just $3, just like buy a bok choy, and then and it's like, man, this is
Yeah, I guess harvest-wise, delivery-wise, with the restaurants, putting it all in one box, it's less work at the end of the day for the grower too.
Oh yeah, for like our restaurants, we just do a tub share, or a tub trade. We just bring them tubs. So there's no bagging, we process it, make it look beautiful, but it just goes into a tub and goes into their walk-in, and then we leave and leave them an invoice, and it's just
less plastic for you and everything.
Yeah, everything. The one person that we are selling to that I think is going to be a really amazing contact is that lady Nicole Dubé. She runs a thing in Wesley Chapel called Doobie's Mobile Market.
The mobile one. I've heard about this.
Yeah, man. Yeah. She is a powerhouse of a woman.
Really?
Yeah, dude. She's really an impressive human.
Let's put a little link in the description.
Yeah,
for
Nicole.
Pasco, she'll deliver to your house.
I think I don't really understand exactly what she's doing, but last week she bought a large amount of stuff from us, and that's great, man. It keeps the farmer out of the market. Basically, she's aggregating, and some people will say like that's not good, but man, the less hand to hand for me to be out here doing this is just great. So yeah, I love Nicole, man. Shout out Nicole. I think she just got a grant from Advent Health, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
She's like working closely with hospitals to start supplying them with better food. And yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's badass.
It's like revolutionary.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
okay.
there's some program that's like eat like you can actually be healthy if you just eat the right foods, which is revolutionary.
Is that like something from another country we're adopting?
This is like seriously a thing. Like there's doctors like, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't keep prescribing them this stuff. Maybe they just need to eat better. And yeah.
I've never heard of that before. Exercise and eat good.
So Nicole is like trying to be the glue to bring the farmer into that conversation, which is super cool.
More of that.
Yeah, man. Way more of that. Way more of that.
All right, cool. So we're off to a strong season, huh, Tanner?
I think so, man. I feel pretty damn good about it.
We're talking about tripling Jim's numbers this year. So that's kind of biting off a lot.
It is, but man, like
without a lot more soil, we did expand some soil. We'll see that in the next video. But...
Right. We did expand some soil, which I should touch on that. I haven't even talked to Jim about this. So we got our water bill we were using the city water, and we got our water bill, dude.
Sit down or...
We got our water bill from the early season, which is hot as blazes. We're running the water like crazy, daytime, nighttime, trying to keep everything wet and happy. And our water bill for that month was $350. And I get that, and I'm like, dude, this Jim didn't think it was going to run that much, because we got the what is it called, the irrigation meter installed and all that. We went through that whole.
So we're not paying on.
On the sewer and all that. So yeah, I get that bill, and I'm just like, man, granted, I'm not going to be running the water this much all season, but I can't afford this. This is ridiculous. So the salty well doesn't affect. This has all been. I've been running salt. I've been going back and forth between the salty well and the city, but I'm trying to cut down on using the city because it's just a killer. And you see, everything is freaking happy.
My God.
The only thing that doesn't like the salt is squash, beans, and lettuce. The brassicas love it. So all I'm doing is I'm bringing all the lettuce out to your place.
Wow, so we're back on Old Salty.
Yeah, dude.
And you're bringing the stuff that doesn't like the salt to my place.
To your place.
Oh,
yeah.
That's pretty sneaky.
Yeah, because man, that's $350 it's just an unnecessary cost when there's a place, your place has a good clean well where I don't need to worry about salt.
That is a lot of money. It's almost $100 a week, and you're not paying for both ways.
Yeah.
That could definitely add up.
Yeah, dude. So we're just. I'm trying to keep it off the foliage, so it's like I run the salt, I'll run the city for a few minutes afterward to just get the salt off the foliage. But man, everything, I run the salt, all of a sudden the broccolis are pushing out tons of flowers. I run the salt, the beets look 10 times better. It's it's fertilizing on most of the crops. The one squash that it doesn't seem to affect is that one over there, though, which is really interesting. Huh. That's an Argentinian squash from Baker Creek. It's called Zapalito.
It's taking it like a champ.
Yeah, look at it. It's freaking gorgeous. Salt tolerant squash.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's wild. Like it. Here's Ben.
Hey, get over here. Good morning. You reporting for duty? What time is it?
8:15.
Is that what time you're supposed to be here?
Ish.
All right. Ben, how long you been farming?
Since April.
Since April? Wow.
Well, I mean, I've done some gardening to grow food for a couple years before that, but farming, April.
Nice. So you get paid to come over here and play in the dirt?
Basically.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Drive a tractor.
Yeah.
2-wheel tractor.
Oh.
Yeah, Ben is way better with your 2-wheel than I am, dude. He's like,
he's got it down?
Yeah.
All right.
He just like actually understands what everything is doing, so
it works.
He's a video game guy too, so he just knows how to use the
techie,
controls.
huh?
I got the controls.
You got the controls down.
I forgot the drone, but I meant to get some drone photos of the field with all the green now. Yeah.
Mine's in the car. It's coming out here soon, man. I'm going to catch you working out here. You better watch out. All right.
Yeah, so we're in, what are we in? We're in, we're November 1st. We got big old beets, man.
I'm looking for the tag with the date on it when it was planted.
Yeah, we don't do that.
What?
Nah.
I mean, he's got a note on his
check it out. Yeah, look.
Oh,
look.
we've really gone techie.
Yeah, dude. I got the whole crop list planting dates here. Here it is. First planting. August 26th, August 28th. Can you actually see it?
Oh yeah.
September
perfectly.
5th, September 8th, September 10th, September 16th. So yeah, we're actually doing a really good job at
You are documenting. All right. That'll have to go in the book.
No, we're documenting heavily. Ben has kind of shown light on how important that is for the potential for an investor if we ever wanted to go that route. Just having like really tight books seems like a good idea.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's very important. I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
That's the same stabilizer I bought.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, you got one too?
Yeah.
You guys been making videos out here? What's going on?
I wanted to, but actually I returned it because I still have to have the time to be making videos while we're also working.
All right, guys, I want comments down below. You tell Ben, no more video games. We want videos from the field out here.
Hey, my gaming time is between midnight and 5 a.m.
That could be editing time, you know?
It could be editing time.
So you sleep from 5 to 8? That's it?
No, once a week. Once a week I give myself some hours.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's my new routine. I tried it out. I'm like, this is all right.
Yeah.
This guy's got a serious schedule.
Well, Ben's got a baby too, so he's.
Oh.
Yeah, 15 months.
Oh, that's awesome. Where do you live?
Other corner of Pasco County, right on the East Lake Road.
Okay, nice. That's right, Oak Ridge.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Oak Ridge, yeah. Yeah, so we're both busy with children and farming, making videos.
Okay, and I mean, you must be busy skeet shooting too. I saw the shirt. I didn't know. I mean,
This is thrifted.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the place where the paper pot shines the hardest is these scallions.
Scallion rows.
Because you plant a scallion. These are 4-inch. We actually moved them down to 2-inch chains. But yeah, man. I mean, imagine planting this many transplants down a whole bed. So there's.
Jim could do that in 22 minutes.
I don't think so. Especially into the mulch. Oh my gosh, we were really working hard last season to get scallions in tight. So this makes planting scallions enjoyable.
Your knees just were not having that one.
No, dude. No.
Right.
No.
Too bad you haven't found a little skateboard-like thing you could work on out here, you know?
Yeah.
You have a one wheel for the garden or something to fit down these paths?
That'd be great.
So what's going on in the backyard? Is anything coming out of here yet, or just kids fun?
A lot of kids fun.
Big cut on the mulberry. I like that.
Yeah, we really
she got super whacked.
Yeah, we really hit that hard. Bananas, man. I don't know what the deal is. It feels like every time one flowers, a hurricane comes. Is what.
It's been a little rough.
So every, we had a bunch of Namwa's flower over here, and they all. I mean, this place looks like a wreck right now because, as you know,
we just had a hurricane.
Yeah, those hurricanes. But yeah, it was looking super jungly and lush, and it really has.
Things took a pruning. Unexpected.
Yeah, so I had to come through and slice all the Mombasa super low, and all the bananas got heavily pruned.
This is new for the kids.
The kids got a swing.
Definitely new stuff going on with the kids, huh? Is this
Yeah.
the kids' play area?
This is the kids' play area.
Garden center. I like it. Kitchen.
They hang. This is the kids. Yeah. Kitchen.
Outdoor kitchen when they make dinner and
Mud
stuff.
kitchen and spa.
Yeah.
I like it.
What's that?
Mud kitchen and spa.
Mud kitchen and spa.
That's what it's called, mud kitchen.
Yeah, they dig out little holes and make a little mud spa down there.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the one thing we could be harvesting out of here is cane, sugar cane, but we need to buy the press.
For market?
I think so, or even just CSA. I'll just like...
For market already?
I don't know, I got...
You got 15 glasses, you know?
No,
Maybe
one
2
of
gallons?
one of those things makes a freaking gallon of juice in my experience.
That's
Like,
what the 10 cans are?
yeah. Well, there's more over here. There's more over there. There's more in the back. So it's either I keep propagating it in places, or I bite the bullet and buy a juicer.
Kind of making me consider getting mine dirty.
You haven't even used yours, have you? Yeah, I know. I need to borrow yours.
Scared to break it in. We should have a cane day. You bring the juice, I'll bring the presser. Or you bring the cane.
Because I was looking at these Vivor ones. They're like 800, and I've used them. Like my friends, that Mike Urban has one.
Yeah.
And it works great. So I might just bite the bullet on one.
What are we doing back here? We harvesting?
We are starting today is Monday, so we are harvesting for market and CSA. And then most of the time you need light.
Oh, you can kick it on, sure.
Okay. And most of the time...
Got a new mixer.
Yeah.
More tools. Okay.
Yeah, mixer.
Roundup sprayers, I see.
Roundup sprayers.
2 Roundup sprayers on standby.
We got some new Neversink little guys. This is the...
Oh, I see that. Oh, is this the zipper?
No, this isn't the zipper. This is the wire weeder set. Because we're brushing all the mulch off to the side now, so any weeds we do want to cultivate, we're able to just run down with this thing. This thing is awesome, man. Look, I mean, so you're able to take these heads off,
in and out of
the thing, and just replace it with all these different sizes. It's way cool.
Hugh has one of those. I like it.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then
there's your paper pot planter.
Yeah,
okay.
there's the paper pot planter. We actually bought it from another farm in Tallahassee called Handsome Harvest.
Okay.
They moved or something. So we bought it from them. So ours is pretty old and very heavy. We might upgrade at some point. This is the zipper.
That's the zipper. So you do have a zipper.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's a trencher. You can like use it like this as a trencher, or you can flip it and it hugs the row of the paper pot, and you can just kind of close up. Yeah.
Okay.
But you kind of, for us, we haven't had like that much success with it. We've seen videos of people just like literally moving super fast and zipping, and we really haven't had that experience. It kind of buries things. Okay. But I really think we're just going to be using it more for like trenching for green garlic, or trenching for planting onions, or
not for closing the trench. So what are you doing?
Maybe
Stepping it, or just letting it do nature's thing?
We kind of let nature do its thing, and so far it's worked out. I think that as things get taller, like we might be able to just let things kind of stand up more, and then we'll be able to zip them in. That's my hope. Nice. But yeah, and then the Jang has been here since the get. The mixer has been a game changer.
Oh, Jang.
This thing has been a game changer. You know, Jim was like, we'd have a wheelbarrow of soil and deep hands in the mix, and now we mix large batches in very short amount of time. This was $200.
Is that for your Jang?
What?
Is that for the mix that goes into the paper
This is
pot
for
planter?
this is for the mix for all of our transplanting.
Everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. $200 on Marketplace saves us so much freaking time.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
This is new over here, huh?
Yeah, this thing is awesome. This was bought from the same farm that we got the paper pot from.
Okay.
So yeah, it's our new mixer, because I think during peak we'll be doing hundreds of pounds of lettuce a week, washing and packing. So
Jim was hand spinning it, right?
Jim hand spun one bag at a time.
One bag at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now
Your tip station?
Yeah, we start with greens. Riley, we bring back greens from your place soon.
Okay.
We'll throw those in, and then this thing it's pretty loud. But yeah, you turn this timer, it runs for like a minute and a half. It has an emergency brake.
That's pretty epic.
It's pretty epic, man.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it's off balance. I usually walk around the corner when I start it. Yeah.
I've never had anything fly out of it, but yeah, it's a little
Nobody's been killed by anything?
Nobody's been killed.
Yet? All right.
It gets pretty loud, though.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, that thing, dude, is amazing.
Greens are actually dry.
Greens are actually dry. Yeah, that's the other thing. Jim did a pretty good job at
Because one bag at a time.
right.
One bag at a time.
That's drying.
All the moisture comes off.
Regardless.
A lot of work. Oh yeah.
But so much freaking work and so much time.
Monday. All right, here we go. Here's the breakdown for the week, guys.
Yeah, sort of. Kind of.
Some things are always on there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's one thing to point out up there. Kind of. We're gonna. I'll show you. I'll just go through it real quick. So this one zone right here was like a CSA pickup area.
Oh, I remember the tent used to go right here.
Yeah, remember like this?
Oh, that's gone too.
Yeah, so this was grass.
Every inch.
And so, but the reason it says get mulch on there is because we're gonna make these beds 50-foot length, and then we're gonna turn these to run this way. Because it's just, my daughter, for instance, goes to the next door neighbors all the time.
And she's running right through the bed.
And she has to like step over each, so it's just really doesn't make sense.
So these beds are going to match the run of the front yard. So the front yard will become longer, and these will be shorter.
And these will be shorter. So these will be great for herbs. These will be great for some flowers or
great for kids to run through.
Great for kids to run through.
Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
It can also serve as more of like a kitchen garden. I can put tons of herbs up here for Anna to easily harvest.
This is the Zone 1 garden. A lot of cooking going down in here, huh?
So much cooking.
I like it.
Yeah. We cook a lot. We do eat out a lot, but we also cook a lot.
We've talked about that in some past videos.
Yeah. Jim did not eat out a lot, but Jim also ate nothing but peanut butter crackers, and like his diet when he was down here was.
He changed a little when he went gluten-free, I noticed.
Yeah.
He's eating good now.
He eats really good now.
He went gluten-free. I hadn't heard.
He's gluten-free.
That's exciting.
I think he's actually celiac.
Yeah, he's celiac.
Legit celiac. Yeah.
He's got. He doesn't digest it well. Yeah.
He has to watch blood sugar, so yeah.
And
diet had to change. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's eating a lot of meat now. He's going carnivore on us.
Dude, we went and visited this summer, and we eat really good when we're there. Alexandra, great job cooking. Yeah.
Gonna have to go see Jim.
Yeah. You do have to go see
I
Jim.
do.
Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much designated nursery. It's a little light right now, but early season it was just loaded with plants. We did plant some eggplant in there because we needed to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then this is a pile of compost from that dude Todd, Patriot Poo.
How'd that get here?
Old red, dude. This one was pretty heavy. It was like, yeah. You had mentioned like.
Tim would be proud. Old Red would be working, huh?
Old Red's working.
Okay.
Old Red's working. But yeah,
no retirement for him coming early, huh?
No. Yeah, this stuff's pretty nice, man. It's sandy. Because he's in Florida, he's like mucking his barns and stuff. But yeah, and there are some weeds. Look at that.
I see that.
There's a squash.
You got volunteers in this crap, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so. Look at those squash.
You didn't plant that?
Dude,
is that free?
That is hilarious. What? I mean, he's feeding cows and stuff.
I don't know
So,
if that got composted.
dude, that is funny. Well, I guess. That's
Future plans include a compost program.
Yeah, we need to. We do, because with the amount of green stuff that comes off the field, Jim did have that pile back there, but it's just like, we need a more efficient composting thing. Because right now we're not even using that. We're just giving it all to the chickens, which is fine. We got really nice eggs right now, but yeah, using that fertility would be good. Yeah.
Got to close the loop.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the final update. Nursery's back here now.
All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate the update.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. Maybe we'll come see you at market. Keep pounding
See me
some
at
dirt.
market. See me at your place. We gotta make a video at your place.
Oh yeah, paper pot planter. Ben, we'll see you again.
Looking
I'll see
forward
you
to
in
it.
the fields.
I'll be out there.
All right, I'll be watching for you, Ben. All right, guys. So much needed, much overdue follow up here at Tanner's place. I owe you guys a lot of videos. I know. Definitely want to get to see Jim here in spring. So stay tuned. I'm hoping for that trip. Lots of changes here. Lots of innovation. Lots of difference in planting style. Lots of difference in where the sales are going to be happening. I kind of like it. A little bit different. Nothing wrong with a little change. We'll get back here again in another month and a half or so, see how things are going here with Tanner. Anything's changed, anything better, anything worse. Keep you guys in the loop. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you still have a grass backyard, you are a grass hole. You can do better. Grow food, not grass. All right, guys, pound dirt.